Hi, my name is Mike Troutman and I'm the president of Set It and Forget It Incorporated. Let's begin the tour by talking about why a content delivery system is so important. Employees need access to all content related to their job responsibilities to be successful. This includes the ability to have access to offline content. Most importantly, the content must be provided in a format that works for the end user. Set It and Forget It content delivery systems address all of these issues and more. Users can access content in as little as 2 to 5 selections. Once a document is open, it can be transferred or emailed by standard Microsoft option selections. This increased efficiency allows the end user to focus on other responsibilities as opposed to searching for content. Below is a simplified schematic of a content delivery system transfer of information from folders to computer or iPad. The computer system functions with both online and offline content and can be updated to the user in as little as 6 hours. The iPad system only works with online content but is updated instantly to the user. Content can be saved to the iPad once open through standard iPad saving functions. With this in mind, let's move to the next slide and talk about cost savings. Cost savings. It's important to understand how much money a company really saves by addressing content delivery issues. In this example, a minute a day is saved by the end user, demonstrating initial cost savings. However, when extrapolated to a company with 100 employees, the amount saved is considerable. Functionality. Based on module design, there are a variety of options when defining the working structure. Within the navigation panel, there are 3 tabs. The navigation panel tab shown, where each chapter is hyperlinked to the viewing page. Note, alternative navigation can occur directly on the viewing window through hyperlinks. Second, the Notes tab contains annotations included in support of that information on the viewing window. And third, there's a search function that will locate specific words listed in the content toolbox. Once the keyword is found, a list of related viewing windows will be shown below the search area. At the bottom of the module from left to right, there's a volume control, advance, notes, as well as window viewing option buttons. In the upper left corner of the module, I've included a pull down that can contain up to 50 hyperlinks or documents. Now, with this basic understanding of functionality, let's move to the component options and into some structural design. Component options. When generating a content toolbox, there are a variety of areas that can be customized. The structure of the content toolbox is driven by the end user's needs and the way they think. We'll take a look at some examples, keeping in mind that they can be applied to any product or industry. This will be followed up by a list of some of the documents that can be incorporated into the content toolbox. Then we'll look at a variety of feedback loops that can be incorporated. Feedback to a specific contributor, survey, or training confirmation. This will be concluded with a discussion surrounding updating the system. Structural example 1. This example breaks the customer base down into academic, pharmaceutical, and biotechnology. Each of these markets can be delineated further based on the client's needs and direction. Structural example 2. This example looks at product line, component, and function, which will allow a detailed delineation as a deeper dive is taken into the product line. Structural example 3. This example is a mix of selling channel, market, and applications. This provides a variety of ways to get to the same product information. Structural example 4. In this final structural example, we'll take a closer look at the lower levels of this structure by following the product link. Products. Now we have arrived at the second level selections of instruments, reagents, and campaigns. Selecting instruments will continue our journey. Products, instruments. Now we have the option to select the instrument of choice. In this scenario, it will be instrument number 1. Instruments, Instrument 1. At this final level, we now have access to all the information surrounding Instrument 1. While these links are not active, this renders a general understanding of the types of content that can be contained in a product category. With this in mind, let's move to the next section and examine some of the documents that can be included. Documents. Content Toolbox modules can hold a variety of content. Some of the more common file types used within the content toolboxes are listed. Let's look at some of the examples. When clicking on PDF1, a new browser window opens with the document in it. Leaving the browser window open when I click on PDF2, we see it replaces PDF1. This allows a speedy review of PDF files. When opening content used by Microsoft applications, the user will be prompted to initiate the program before the document opens. Finally, we can work with non-embedded versus embedded documents. The slide you're looking at right now is embedded and cannot be changed. If this was an external opening document, it could be edited. This embedding process allows the restriction of editing of important content. Next, as an example, we'll click on the MPG non-embedded video. This opens in an external viewer.
That's Mike. Woohoo, go Mike.
Next, we'll click on the FLV video file that's embedded in the next viewing window. Upon completion of the video, it'll automatically advance to the feedback section. Feedback General. Moving to feedback options, we have three. An individual contributor can be emailed directly simply by using the email button in the upper left. This launches your local email and allows you to write a personalized message about the content in the viewing window. Feedback Survey. Surveys can be used to collect information from the customer on the spot. Once the surveys are completed, they can be printed or emailed to a specific location based on preferences set. Feedback Training. The final section of feedback is in relation to training confirmation. Documents can be included on a particular page for user review. Upon completion of content review, the user returns to this page to follow instructions on completing the confirmation process. Updating. This final section focuses on updating the system. After the content toolboxes are built, the existing content can be revised by a simple drag and drop of content. Computer-based systems will have the document in the user's hands in less than 6 hours. When using the iPad systems, the content will be in the user's hands instantly. When working with new or embedded content, there are two options. The first is to simply update and regenerate the module for upload. The second is to include a temporary new content updating page to house new content until the module is regenerated. In summary, we have looked at a content delivery system that increases efficiency of the end user. This is accomplished through customized and a variety of options that allow the end user to reach the content of interest in the shortest period of time.